How you doing? So we are just 34 days away now. 34 days away. And 34 is dark. And we're going from dark to light, which is 125 disclosure, 125 time travel, 125 John Kennedy. 34 is also leap, as in the leap year, which we're on. And 34 is also DJT. 34 is grace. And we're going to have a quantum leap, and it will also be a quantum grace atonement. And today's been hey Vicky, how are you? Today's been well, you can see it's quite overcast. There was some light earlier, but if you go to my Twitter, I also, before I get into going, so Shungite Orgonite links are below. People have asked where they can get it from, so the links are just directly below. And you can also get all your activation products, and most importantly, get on my email list, because there's a big announcement coming. It's free to get on the email list on Substack. Hey everyone, Sharon, Mariano, Henry, how are you? So give a thumbs up now if you follow me on Twitter, on X. Oh, it's a pleasure, Donna. Thank you. Give a thumbs up right now if you give a thumbs up in the chat if you follow me on Twitter. Do you follow me on Twitter? So I've put a tweet out today, and it took me all afternoon to do, actually. And it took a while to prepare. There were parts I added to it, but I was having trouble actually tweeting it on Twitter. It wouldn't let me do it for a while. Eventually I got it out, so I'd encourage you to go and have a look at that. It's about Pop Idol. So the song competition, Pop Idol, and here in the UK, Pop Idol was won by a guy called Will Young. Will Young comes to 138 in numbers, but just go and have a look. Just go to my Twitter after this show and have a look. So it was pretty in depth what I put out there. I actually bumped into Will Young accidentally, I think a year or two before 2020. Anyway, it's amazing how many people pop up in the story, in this awakening that I've bumped into. But yeah, Will Young, he won Pop Idol. Pop Idol comes to 87, which comes to Justice. It also comes to Clinton, as in Clinton cards. And I remember the winning song. People in the UK might remember this. You obviously got American Pop Idol as well. Simon Cowell was involved in all that. He's connected, he's brought Clive Davis onto the show. But Pop Idol, the winning song was Evergreen, which comes to 99. Comes to the word judgment. On the good side, it comes to Ascension, Patriot. But I believe the Evergreen will wake people up, if you know what I'm saying. But you can look at what I've said on Twitter more in depth. But I always found it curious that they made that song called Evergreen. I didn't really get it, but I got it a couple of years ago with all this. And then it came to me today to put out the tweet, so I looked at it more in depth. Anyway, you can go and have a look. There's a video of the song. There's a video of someone talking about Evergreen. And there's also a highlighted screenshot of some things that Will Young said. So I'd have a look if I were you. It's very informative, and it's a hot tweet, if I could say it that way. Yeah. There's also another film that came out a year or so ago called Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And I think it's made in Japan or China or Korea, but it got quite a lot of coverage. But the title is interesting because it's describing what's about to take place, or everything, everywhere, all at once. Excuse me, bless me. Whoa, excuse me. That's interesting. I sneezed when I said that. So everything, everywhere, all at once is about to happen. So the old guard is simultaneously going to be pulled down as the new guard rises. You, me, all of us that are on this side of the fence have been in preparation, getting ready for what's about to happen, because I can feel more than ever the world's going to need people like us on the ground and online sharing the truth, because really the world's got no idea what's about to happen. There's going to be magical, amazing things that are full of grace, and I do believe in the blink of an eye, as I've said, and things are going to change. And there's also the clear up job and the disclosure job for the world, and they're going to have to get on the same page as us in terms of what we know. There'll be more that we find out, but they really need to. It's happening. This stuff with P. Diddy, Justin Bieber, this is gonna go around everywhere. Everyone's reporting. Well, I say everyone's reporting. Mainstream media is not doing much on it, but it is in the States. I don't think I've ever seen any of it actually here in the UK yet. I wonder why that is. But it's all across social media, and it's a readily available topic people are talking about. Trump put out a notice today saying basically we're ready, we're about to go, we're getting ready to go. So he's giving the green light. Like I said yesterday in the Batman film, they use a tucker tool, a bludgeoning tool. A tucker is a carpet ripper. It rips up the carpet, the floorboards, and it's kind of just blunt force trauma you have to use to rip up the carpet. And so October comes to Tucker, comes to 78, Kennedy 78. So it's saying now, this is it. We're about to go. And there could be many, and there will be many things here in October that start. Yesterday there was the whole thing of technically Iran have declared war against Israel. So that's going to ramp up. There's storms and weather things all over the place. The financial markets, Hollywood, the music industry, sports are just around the corner. They're going to go. It's all going to happen everywhere, simultaneously, all at once. Yeah, Red October, you see. Red October. Red is 27, JFK. Code is 27, red. October is Kennedy. Tucker. I wonder if anyone's got a clip of that. I've been trying to find a clip on that, the bit in Batman where they says Tucker, and they show the carpet being ripped up, but they specifically mention the word Tucker. So I feel that Tucker Carlson is going to say something that's going to reveal something politically. And it's going to rip the Band-Aid off. I'd not noticed it when I watched it a few years ago, but this time I saw it. And they put that film out for a reason. They wanted me to see it. They want you to see it. And it's describing the layers upon layers upon layers of things that are going to happen, and how you think you've uncovered one thing and it's finished, and then another thing pops up. They're like mushrooms, but they've got to be exterminated. They've got to be wiped out everywhere. And that's what's coming. We've got galactic forces on our side. We've got God on our side. We've got the higher dimensional powers, the good forces. And this is the moment that we've all been waiting for all our lives. That's why we came to Earth at this time. And as we look back, everything will make sense. Many things make sense already, but as we go further into the game, it will become clearer and clearer as time goes on. Tucker got a folder from who? Say that again. Was it? Did he get a folder? Who did he get a folder from? There's another scene in Batman in the Dark Knight, the one with Heath Ledger and the Christopher Nolan film, where he figures out that the ones dressed up as the baddies are the goodies and vice versa, and then he takes them all out, and he does it brilliantly. Sets it up so he's roped all of them up, and then he pushes one off the building, and then all the others fall, and they're all caught. They talk about Rico in that film, 45th President Rico, where you can charge one, a whole racket in a conspiracy. When you charge one, you can get everybody on the same thing. I was talking to Mark Atwood earlier today, and he said he saw the press conference about P. Diddy. They call him the Riddler. The Riddler is the enemy in the Batman film. Even though the Riddler is nuts and is a criminal, he is exposing the other criminals. So you can see the parallel with Diddy. Diddy, the Diddler, the Riddler. And it's the month of October. We're in October now. 78, October. Tucker, 78. But Mark was saying how he saw a press conference. I need to watch it. But how there's thousands of people that have come forth with evidence now. Yeah, I think Tucker's going to do something, because he's been transitioned into the Trump team, and his name specifically in that Batman film. I couldn't believe it. It was like watching the Michael Douglas film, The Game, which all of this is like The Game. It's amazing how reality just reflects back to you. But they just speak and they say Tucker, and then they show the Tucker, Tucker's October, and it rips up the carpet, and all the plans for what's going on underneath that people couldn't see are revealed and exposed. So he's going to do something. You watch it. But Mark was saying how there's all these people that are given evidence now for this P. Diddy thing. So that's going to ripple onto everything, and that's going to go quick, because it will spread across all the top tier celebs. Beckham came out just the other day saying he's got this show with everybody, all the top tier celebs, and it's not Beckham anymore, you know. So, but there was a picture went out, did the rounds today, of him and Will, Prince Will's, and they've got an emergency ambulance helicopter behind them, and it's sponsored by London Freemasons. It's just there, right in front of everybody. So they're telling you, they have to tell you now. This is part of the rules of the game. It's part of the rules of the Matrix. You have to tell people what they are. They are. It's gonna go like wildfire. It's gonna go like gunpowder. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And talking of gunpowder, go and look at my specific tweet that I did, that I've mentioned to you already. Go and have a look after this show, and you'll see details, things I can say over there a bit more clearly than I could maybe in other places. So go and have a look at that, and you'll see what's been going on. And share that, retweet it. If you're not on Twitter yet, get on Twitter, because it's a viable platform now, just sharing and retweeting stuff and everything else. Still stay here obviously on YouTube. YouTube as well will flip soon fully, because you'll see subscribers. I'll be interested to know my real subscribers back. But YouTube is 109, which is 17, which is Zapruder, which is Witness, which is Diana Spencer, which is Psych.Club, which is Daily Star. We're going to Daily Star. So yesterday I had the chance of talking to Roseanne. We were playing text. She said, call me, and I tried to call her. They called me back, and I missed, and I was doing the live, and I called her back. And anyway, so we had a good little chat, and she's doing well. She hasn't got proper internet where she is right now, so I can sort out a show at the moment, but congregating together like like a flock of geese have to comment on you. Interesting. That's what the meanings have. They like to strength numbers. Like, you know, friends and family and people with them, guys and girls. I've always been okay just doing my own thing. I believe in the opinion of the group, put it that way. If you can relate to that, if you know what I mean. What was I saying? Oh, yes, I was talking to Roseanne, and she said something that was interesting, actually. That changed. Right. So she said it in a video just the other day how The Matrix is her second favourite film. And then she shared with me a video she did on another channel with a prayer. It was talking about the Torah, which is the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Bible. Numbers being the 4th, if I remember. Exodus, second one, 88. Exodus, Trump, 88. Genesis, 78. Kennedy, 78. Tucker, 78. Atomic number for palladium. Palladium's 106. Red pilling. Prophecy, 106. So, anyway, on the front of the newspaper, I did a tweet on it yesterday. The Daily Star, it said the Matrix is real, and it's proved by the Bible, basically. And there was a nice code as well from my cousin Paul. I think it said Matrix, was it proves? Or really proves, something like that. Really proves, I think it said. Anyway, it added up to 131. John F. Kennedy, cousin Paul, 131. And 131 is the number of the last train in Back to the Future 3, just before everything changes. But anyway, so it was a Roseanne code as well. I'd shared it with my brother. We were talking about Keanu Reeves. He was there on the picture of the Matrix, and then Roseanne did the 2 different things about the Bible and about the Matrix. So you can see how it works. But she said something that stood out to me. She said in this prayer that she kind of offered on the one about the Bible, she said disgusting disclosure is going to take place. And I looked at that, and I looked at the numbers on it, and disgusting comes to 129. There was something else in popular culture, if anyone's noticed it. It was either a tweet or a film or a show that I've mentioned in the last probably 10-14 days, and they said the word disgusting. I don't know if I mentioned it on the show, but it stood out to me, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Anyway, disgusting comes to 129, comes to Judgment Day if you don't drop the E. And then disclosure is 125, which is time travel, dark to light. But if you add them together, it comes to 254. 254 is the 254th day of the year in 2001, which was September 11th. And I shared with Roseanne yesterday, because she said, what's going to happen? I said, well, I believe we'll get full disclosure, full conclusion November 5th. Something amazing is coming. And I also shared with her, like I've shared with you guys and girls, that I believe we're going to see the reversal of September 11th, the Twin Towers. So, and she thought that was pretty cool. She liked that. She was like, wow. So, probably take her back a bit, but Roseanne's a believer, and so she has faith and believes in the bigger picture and loves the numbers. So, but disgusting disclosure comes to 254, which comes to 254, which is the day of September 11th in 2001. But Tower 1, 115, 11.5. Tower 2, 139, which is 11.5 plus 24, which is Twitter plus X, which points to the election, 11.5 plus 24X, 139. You add them together, comes to 254. Disgusting disclosure. So even as Roseanne was speaking, the thing that she got, she was also confirming what we were speaking about. And then I confirmed it today with the numbers. So I'll let her know on that. And hopefully her internet pops up and we can do a show before November 5th. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, it was fun to talk to her. It was fun to get a call from her and see how she's doing. It's coming, people. It's coming. I'm getting the light on my head here. Can you see it? Well, yeah, now you can see it. I'm trying to get a different angle, but it's because there's a street light up there. How's that? Is that better? There you go. But then you can see the sunset. See the sunset behind? So it's coming, people. It's coming, and get ready. Buckle up. Buckle up. We've been prepared for this. We're ready, and we'll be given safe haven as well. And those that are ready will be given safe haven. And those that need to learn, those that need to be taken out will be taken out. Those that need to be woken up will be woken up. And those that can help in this mission will continue to do so. And there'll probably be some new ones that come along. Currencies. Well, President Trump said 176. He said level playing field 176, and November 5th comes to 176. Back to the Future 176. And the thing with it as well, with Back to the Future, there's 3 films and there's a number of time jumps. So they've got something bigger than we can all fathom. But I believe it starts November 5th, even before. But I believe we'll get to that. November 5th, level playing field. November the 5th, 176. Back to the Future 176. Level playing field 176. Full disclosure 176. Real Tom numbers 176. There we go. 129 in the chat, which is the word disgusting in this instance. And we had 94 thumbs up. That was November. And now we got 95, which is Tuesday. So there you go. Something else, talking of the word disgusting. So I very rarely look at the bad side of things because there's enough of that out there. But I've said all along that the numbers, all intrinsically good, but then the bad side know the power of the numbers as well. So they try to capture good numbers. But we're taking all the numbers back, which is what's happening. And that's why we're getting the number downloads and decodes. But something did stand out to me today. Yesterday, I haven't even really seen the quote, but oh, bless you. Thanks, Jess. Thank you. Hillary said something's going to happen in October. Something like that, as it always does, apparently. So she said. Mark re-quoted it to me as well. Now, it's interesting that she's popping up now. Her birthday is October 26th. That's actually the first date of time travel in Back to the Future. If you don't include October the 26th, if you just go 10 days after that, it takes you to November 5th. So perhaps, I don't know, but maybe we'll see a time jump or the 10 days of darkness perhaps then. I don't know, but maybe. Another thing to add to that, and I hadn't looked at this before, was Hillary Clinton comes to 160. And Bill Clinton comes to 122. Which actually comes to America first, millennium. But like I said, both sides know the numbers. If you do Bill Clinton 122 plus Hillary Clinton 160, it comes to 282, which comes to 88 miles per hour. And October 26th, 1985 is the first date of time travel with Emmett Brown and Marty McFly. Marty McFly is 136, Great Awakening. So maybe, let's see what happens around October 26th, perhaps. Let's see. There's a reason they've chosen these dates. They correlate with names, times, synchronicities, other things that we don't even see yet, but they pop up. So that was an interesting one, because she's muscled in on the picture yesterday, and that's what her numbers come to in that. But on the good side, 88 miles per hour, and I guess, even if they're being paired together like that, it's good because we need to expose it. As the Batman film says, you need to bring the rat out into the light. You need to bring the dark out into the light so it can get exposed. Excuse me. And then it can be healed, transmuted, changed, or destroyed, ultimately just wiped from the face of the earth if it needs to be. We got 140 in the chat with 104 thumbs up. That's 254, which is disgusting disclosure, which is also Tower 1 plus Tower 2, which September 11th falls on the 254th day of the year. How's that? They're doing a proper dark to light on me here. Look, see, there you go. So we'll see what happens. But I thought that was interesting. Another one as well on Savile, first name Jimmy. His birthday falls on October 31st, which is Halloween. So that makes perfect sense. That's the thing. They've been doing these things in plain sight. People celebrate Halloween because they think it's all kind of fun. And all the card shops, Clinton cards, etc., they all sell Halloween cards and costumes and ghouls and gowns. They do it in churches. I remember when I'd go to church as a kid, we'd have spook alleys, but never did I actually think, oh, by the way, this is actually real. That's what they do. That's how they get away with it. But the high priest of evilldom, or one of them at least, his birthday's Halloween. Doesn't mean everyone that has a birthday on Halloween is bad, because that's, you know, it's only 366 days of the year to get a birthday. But when someone like him has it on that day, you know it's deliberate. So anyway, all right, everyone. Click the links below, get your Shungite, your Orgonite, and get on the email list, because there's a big announcement coming. And I'll see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow. We're down to 33 days tomorrow. 33, that's a powerful number. See you later. Take care. Bye.